Hello and welcome to my 2022 planner stack video. Today I'm going to be going over the planners I'll be using in the coming year. So the first planner that I will be using is the Cultivate What Matters 22 Power Sheets. And then I also have a happy planner that I've Franken-planned together a few different planners in. So let's start with the 2022 Power Sheets Goal Planner. So inside I've just attached my word of the year down there on the front pocket, so it's like right there as soon as I open it up. And then I've also taken one of the wildcard pages and I have a goals at a glance just right there at the front, so I don't have to flip to them. They're just quick and easily available so that I can reference them as I'm setting up my tending list for each month. So throughout, I've completed all my prep work. I actually attended the Cultivate Your Year live event on December 6th. So that's the day I went through and I completed most of the prep work. So I just have like notes throughout from things that were said during the event and all that good stuff. And then I have here my yearly goals are set and ready to go. They're pretty broad. I didn't want to get too specific. That day I figured as I went through and did my quarterly planning and my monthly planning, then I could nail down the specifics. So I left these pretty open just to give myself room to plan and just to allow, like, you know, if things change as the year goes on. And then I've gone through after the event, like through over most of December, I just went through and I kind of brainstormed my action plan for each goal. Now, I wouldn't say these are complete. It's something where I'm going to have to go back and add to and change as the year goes on. So I've just started kind of brainstorming different steps and things like that. I really like how it was set up this year with the left-hand page kind of like with your goal, how it relates to the different areas of your life, what it's going to look like if you achieve this. And then I like how the right hand side of the page was just left blank. So you could kind of do what you wanted with that. So for me, it's a brainstorming space. And then for January, I have like my wildcard page in ready to go. And I just need to go through this week and prep my tending list for January. Now, for the monthly page in the Cultivate What Matters planner, this isn't like I have another planner where I do use the monthly quite a lot. So for this one, I'm thinking I'm just going to track milestones. And then the tending list, I like how there's a spot to brainstorm what you're going to put on your tending list for that month, just to help you kind of think through what it is you need to accomplish and how that's going to help you. And then the month in review. So that is my goal setting planner for the year. And then I have my happy planner that I've Franken-planned a couple different together in here. So I have the linen cover, which may possibly be one of my favorite purchases from the happy planner. I was worried that I would get a lot of cat hair on it because I do have 2 cats, but so far so good. There are a few, but I mean it comes off pretty easily. And then I have the black metal expander discs on there as well because I like to shove a lot of stuff in my planner. So if we open it up, I have just like some Post-its there. I want to note things for appointments and stuff like that for like coming months that I just don't want to write in yet. And then I have the vision and goal board page from the Indigo extension pack or companion pack. And then in here I've taped my vision board from my 2020 power sheet, so you can kind of see it's crinkly at the top. This has been moved from like planner to planner because I really do like the vision board and the images on there. And then I have a copy of my goals. On the back, I'm going to put my word of the year. I still need to fill that in. And then I have a page that I made in 2021, which is what I want to achieve in the next decade. These are kind of like my big goals, what I'm working towards over the next decade. So I kind of have that there. So I have that there as well for reference. And then the planner that I'm using this year is the Zodiac Planner. And it's not that I'm like really into astrology, but I really like the color scheme of the planner. So I like the color of the dividers, and I like the tabs, and I really liked how neutral and just monochromatic the inside of the planner was. So I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with the year at a glance. And then for the, again, like another year at a glance, for here, this section, I'm thinking I might track things like my steps, workouts, weights, and just, check off if I did track my food that day, things like that. I don't have like a whole wellness section because then I find like it gets to be too much. But I think just having like a quick little spot here where I can fill it in, that will be enough. And I do most of the tracking and stuff in my FitnessPal app. And then we have just a few things that I've kind of stuck in here because it is still the last week of December, heading towards the first week of January. So I just have a few things that I still want to be able to reference. So I have my Q4 reading list, all the books that I've read this quarter. And then I haven't filled out for January yet. I've started putting in a few things, but I haven't sat down and really planned. And then I have these sticker pages here. When Joanne's first started shipping to Canada, I went on, checked out their Happy Planner stuff, and I placed an order just to try it out. And I came across these pages for the Happy Planner, and I hadn't seen those before. So I actually ordered a pack. And what I've done is I've gone through, and each section of my planner, I've put in one of those pages just to keep stickers related to that section or things that I would want to pull out and use just so they're handy. And then on my monthly spread, usually what I do is down the side here, I will put in tasks that I want to get done that month. So, whether it be like clean the gutters, change the furnace filter, just stuff like that around the house, seasonal tasks. And then I'll keep track of like my paydays, my bills, things like that, appointments on the monthly spread. And then the inside of this planner is the dashboard spread. So for the last 3 or 4 years, I had been using a vertical, and then partway through this year, I switched to a dashboard. I was able to get it on clearance just so I could try it out, and I really, really liked it because I don't necessarily have a lot of things that I have to get done on a specific day, for instance, but I usually do have like a task list for the week. And I found in the vertical, it didn't leave me a lot of space to have my task list for the week. Whereas with the dashboard, I'm able to, on the left-hand side, I have like all the tasks I want to get done that week that don't necessarily have a specific day. And then for things that I do have a specific day that I want to get them done, or daily tasks that I do like to just check off every day, I have the right-hand side. So my writing section, this is a pandemic hobby that I picked up, or I guess rediscovered. And then I have where I'm going to put my tasks for the week. And then, so just whatever comes up. And then I have my habits, and sometimes I put goals down in there as well. And then my finances, so if I have any bills due that week, track my weekly spending, things like that. So I just like how I can kind of take the left-hand side of the page and make it whatever I need it to be. And then on the right-hand side of the page, I still have a spot for like keep track of daily things. And then again, because it's still the last week of December, I've moved my December reading list in here. I think I got these at Michael's, like these half sheets. I think they were like one of the student lines. And it was like, I don't know, like 60 cents a package or something. So I picked up a couple packages of those, and I just kind of decorate them and use them for whatever I need. So I just put the first 3 months in here of this planner. And then you can see like how I just stick post-its on the month. So those are like for books that I've purchased on pre-order. So like I know when they're gonna become available in my Kobo. And then the next section I have is the home extension pack. So I like using these daily chores pages because I hate cleaning, but I love having a clean house. So just having this to like check off and remind me that, just to do all these things just to keep my home nice and tidy. And then I can also see like over the course of like a week or several months if there's certain tasks that I seem to be avoiding doing that I need to work on getting done. And then I know the Happy Planner came out with an actual meal plan planner this year. And I thought about using that, but I took a look and it was more than I needed. Whereas these pages, I mean, this is all I really need. I just need to know like what my plan for the week is, the groceries I need to get, pull it out of here, take it to the store, and I'm done. And then I do have like a separate section just for budgeting, but I include these sheets in here, mostly because I don't want to end up with like all my home extension packs used up, but a stack of unused budget pages. And then a couple project pages for some of the home projects I want to get done this year. And then the third section in here is my finances section. So I actually have the budget planner in here. Again, I just put in the first 3 months. So I have my year at a glance. I've already gone through and marked my paydays, and so I know which months will be those magical months when I get triple pay. And then I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. I have a few ideas rolling around in my mind, and I mean, it could change every month, every quarter, who knows. So that I'll see what happens with. And then you just have like your dashboard, so that's usually where I like to keep track of my goals for the month. And then on the monthly page is where I track like when my bills are due, when my paydays are, and then I have included an envelope as well just to tuck receipts into for things that I purchased throughout the month. And then I want to try, well, another thing I do on this page is I track my daily spending as well, so that I can kind of see if there's certain like patterns popping up, things like that. It just gives me like a nice overview in addition to the weekly pages. I just like, I find that visual easier to spot patterns in. And then I have the budget. So the left hand side of the page, like that's where I put out my budget and I keep track, make sure like all the bills get paid, things like that. And I'm not sure what to do with the right hand side of the page yet. I've kind of played around with a few things. And then the weekly trackers. And the thing I really like about this budget planner is the pages here at the end of the month, especially like because they're dot grid. So then you can make charts or graphs or just things to fill in, just to track your saving or your spending or whatever you want to do there. So again, I've just stuck in 3 months of that. And then I've also added in some pages from different companion packs, extension packs, things like that. So I have here financial goal pages. I put in one for each quarter, and then each page has space for 4 goals on it. And then I also have a no spend tracker, and I've kind of changed this a bit. So I am going to use it to track no spend, but I also put in the side there annual expenses, just so I know like things that I have coming up that month that I need to budget and plan for. And then I can kind of see if there's some months where there's a lot more expenses than other months. And then I have also included some savings trackers. So here I'm going to keep track of like big items that I'm saving for, some things that I'll be able to get through in a year, or some things that are going to take me, several years to save up for, as well as my sinking funds. So for instance, like here I have, I'm saving up for my RRSP contribution, so that'll just be like a 1-year thing. Basement renovations, that's going to be like several years. And then my home maintenance and my car maintenance, those are 2 sinking funds that I have, where I put a set amount in every month into a savings account. And then I have the money there when I need it if something comes up with my car or my house. And then the other pages, the last set of pages here included in my budget section was the debt payoff tracker pages. So the only debt I have right now is my mortgage, but I have started making principal payments on it. So I just want to use these debt payoff trackers to keep track of my regular payments as well as my principal payments, and hopefully watch that mortgage amount go down over the course of the year. And then the last section I have in my planner is a section for writing. I kind of don't really want to flip through these pages, but this was a hobby that I kind of restarted during the pandemic. It had probably been 10 or 15 years at least. And then another thing I started was reading. So even before the pandemic, I was trying to read more, but then I just decided I was going to stop trying to read things I think I should be reading and go back to reading what I love, which is historical romances. So I have my TBR list there, and then I just have some blank pages, things like that. At the back, I have my folder with my wax paper, and that is it. So that is my planner stack for 2022.